similar to the creation of this, and you talk about vision, and I get a lot of credit, post with a lot of photos, but I have to tell you that building this business was it all happens in small little my own small little aha moments, just trying to, as a businessman, trying to build the business, trying to sell more product, touch more people, but do it in a way that actually benefits people in a meaningful way. You know, I was sitting down there looking at these products, and every one of these was one little moment. I was watching the video before, and that Decide, Commit, Succeed tagline was just like a little moment. I was listening to the radio, and somebody was talking about motivation and breaking it down, and I was like, well, what's the motivation behind fitness and about achieving anything? And well, you got to make a decision. That's the first thing. You got to make that decision, and then, well, but that can be light, and you got to commit to that decision. And those two things, you join those two things, and hopefully when you're deciding and you're committing to something that is meaningful enough and has enough thought and prospects to it, and enough marketability to it, that it actually, or in this case, will get you the physical results that you will actually ultimately succeed. Anyway, all these things are a part of just a little bit of an idea, and frankly, it's pretty selfish. Power 90 was a product that came out of me wanting to get in shape, working with this friend of mine, Tony Horton, in his 2-bedroom apartment. That evolved to saying, hey, we're going to develop a full 90-day program, and John and I went through the program with Tony. But here's the thing: I am not a fitness guy. I prefer to be in shape than not be in shape, but I also prefer to not work out when I have a little break. I also prefer to eat an entire pizza if I'm going to sit in front of them and have a good time and not taste good, and beerology, I want that. That sounds awesome. So people ask me, in fact, not bragging, but just to put it in context, I got interviewed by this guy from Nightline when we were at the summit. We had this big interview, and I think it's going to be on this week. He said, well, what's the hook here? Why is this working? And, you know, what's so special? And I said, I think what's special is this company is not about the fitness enthusiast. It's run by a couple of guys that don't really love working out that much, which means we're constantly trying to figure this out for ourselves. We're trying to figure out, how do I trick myself into working out? How do I trick myself into eating better and not eating the whole pizza? And not having all the candy, you know, all that stuff, right? Coke and Pepsi or whatever. I mean, very easy to be gratified by how good everything tastes. So for me, Power 90, and then again P90X, the only reason I was able to put together 90 days of fitness was because I knew my before and after photos were going to be used in an infomercial that might make me some money. I had a financial reason to do it. Now, how many people are here for the first time, that are here considering being a coach right now? Okay, so for you, you know, people ask me, what's the #1 reason? In fact, it was on Twitter, I think somebody asked me the other day, what's the #1 reason to become a coach? All right, you ready? The #1 reason to become a coach is the reason that works for you. Because whether it's you want to pay that mortgage, or you want that financial motivation to get in shape, again, I would have never gotten in great shape. I could have never put 90 days together with Power 90 or P90X if I didn't know that I had a financial incentive. In fact, that's one of the reasons that John and I decided to go into network marketing in the first place, because we were selling millions of dollars a week of product through infomercials. It was going very well. But millions of dollars a week of sales does not equate to tens of thousands of people having success. Just like Chuck's story, many people were taking that thing, and look, it does conveniently slide right under the bed. That's awesome. And that's where it stays. So we were like, how do we get more people to pull it out from under the bed and do it? And then we started to look, why? How did we manage to finish this program? that financial incentive. What if we gave people a financial incentive? Because the more people that succeed with the program, because we know these things work, we're doing something very unique here, and that is selling hard work.